October 1993. I was born in Doon Hospital, Dehradun. In October 2012, a 15-year-old girl was shot in Pakistan for promoting education. 2 years later, in August 2014, Suraj told me that I was wasting my time trying to teach her and the rest of the girls of my class at the orphanage. 2 years later, in October 2014, she was announced to have won the Nobel Prize for Peace. It is now December 2014, 2:30 a.m., as I sit typing the story of triumph and defeat, struggle and courage that comes with it. It is part of an incredible story, the story of being woman. I was overwhelmed by this immense responsibility the story entails. How could I write the story? We know it, word by word. We know it all. We know the words liberty, violence, rape, shame, decent, dowry, burden, feminism. How can I ever describe how scary it is to be a woman, to be reduced to a lump of mass and being judged and ogled at everywhere I go? How can I ever describe how wonderful it is to be a woman? Do not give up, of having the courage to face these eyes, to scream and fight. Every day is a story. Unsung stories of wonderful women. I find it most ironical that a woman who performs the most daring act of nature, of giving birth, should be subjected to choosing to give birth to only a son. In India, the practice of sex selection results in the loss of nearly 6 lakh girls every year. What compels one to exercise such choice over the sex of their fetus? Is it fear? Is it shame? The answer is far more complex than that, perhaps more than I would be able to articulate. When I was in my first year of college, someone asked me, are you a feminist? I replied with a curt no. Later, I sat and thought about it. Why had I said no? I had this mind map which placed feminism among the foul things in our society, one that must be subverted, condemned. However, I didn't know why. It was some time later that I realized what had happened. I was an educated girl, one who was raised by a single mother, who believed in equality between genders, who vociferously fought anyone who said something slanderous about the female sex. And yet, here I was, shying away from feminism. I saw a lot of people do it. I realized this was beyond me. It was something I was a part of. It was patriarchy. When we live in a patriarchal society, we often internalize a lot of diseased values of the society without realizing it. We internalize the male gaze. Fairness screams profit by showing confidence to be related to being fair in advertisements, especially for girls, because fair girls are considered to be marriageable. Matrimonial ads read, wanted, a fair, slim, medium height, homely, convent-educated bride. Television serials show women toiling away at home, clad in saris, taking care of everyone, drawing a rangoli or two. Any diversion from this is crime. The body metamorphoses into a monstrous entity. However, whether on this side of these norms or that, we are never quite seen as human. death becomes easy, elimination becomes justified. The Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act was devised in the early 90s with a view to curb gender-biased sex selection. However, the aftermath remained as brutal as ever. A law can only do as much as try to stop things. It is for us to identify the malicious, insidious play of patriarchal forces into the society, to decondition, to purge ourselves from the many infected teachings of these forces that we have imbibed. We girls, we women, are born to lead wonderful lives. We all are wonderful. Dare anyone strip nature's most powerful creation